Painting these dahlias with watercolors and a very loose approach and these very vibrant colors was such a fun experience. Welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video we're going to be painting loose dahlias in watercolors. So I'm going to go ahead and gather my materials. I am only going to use these two brushes, a loose brush, there's a Raphael, and a synthetic brush. Now I am going to just get my paints ready with my water and my paper that is hot press. So I am just gonna go ahead and get my paints ready, get them very loose and watery and vibrant. I am using a Cadmium Red Orange by Holbein, and I am using a Cadmium Yellow by Winsor & Newton. And for the green, I am using an indigo and yellow, so just a mixture of the two. I am also using Pink Opera, also by Holbein. Don't forget that all the materials are in the description below. So I painted this dahlia flower in indigo in this monochromatic way last summer, and I never really did a tutorial of it. So in today's video I wanted to do a more colorful approach, and I am using again hot press paper, which is very smooth. So I'm going to go ahead and with my soft brush, this is the Raphael, I'm going to do the center of the flower. And I'm going to, with the very tip of the brush and a little bit of yellow or orange, just to give it a little bit more vibrancy, I'm drawing the petals, like the first layer of petals. It's just like U shapes and elongated and shorter, but kind of thinking that they go around the center of the flower. So to give it a little bit of variation in color, I am adding a little bit of the orange, and eventually I'll add a little bit of the yellow. And you guys can play with the colors, just keep it pink if you like, or add a little bit more yellow to it. Just be creative and just practice these little U shapes. Now I'm going to let this first layer of petals dry, and in the meantime I'm going to do the main stem of the flower. So it is going to be a little bit of indigo and a little bit of cadmium yellow, and that gives me a very deep green, which looks beautiful with these very vibrant colors. So just a straight line down, and then add a few petals, very loose, kind of like a loose approach. It doesn't have to be perfect, and that's just gonna look wonderful like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and paint a different one, another dahlia, but looking kind of the other way, kind of to give the composition a little bit of a dynamic approach. So it is the same kind of U shapes, or if you want to think of them as ellipses or like M's, like an M shape, but that is the basic loose approach to the flower. Now that the first layer of my first flower is almost dry, I wanted to add a little bit of yellow, just pure yellow, to add a little bit more contrast to the petals, maybe give them a little bit of a shadow, like three-dimensionality, if I can say, but a little bit more contrast. It pops a little bit more, it has a little bit more depth. So I have just a little dabs of pure yellow, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Now that we're done adding the last little bits of details and just make it look like a round flower, really, this is the end of it. I really hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Please let me know if you have any comments or suggestions on future tutorials. Again, materials are in the description below, but if you have any questions about technique, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.